So, ladies and gentlemen, Brian's Brian's logic, his name is, we're calling him Brian Tostones now. That's his name. That's the name I've called him, okay?
Okay.
Very well, Brian!
Well, how are you doing? Okay, this is going to be a quick video on the nonsense that they call spherical triangles. There is no such thing.
Well, hello there. This is gonna be easier than I thought. Spherical triangles are mentioned in many mathbooks, and there are mathematical equations to calculate them, so they are definitely a thing. Well, that is Brian's claim debunked, so bye everybody, and thanks for...
Trigonometry requires there to be no more or no less than 180 degrees.
Oh, there's more derp. And Brian comes with some bold claims about triangles. Well, the only place where triangles can't be more or less than 180 degrees is in two-dimensional geometry. And we do not live in a 2D Johnny Bravo universe.
Man, you smell pretty. Is that a yes?
If I only look at my job, all positioning and distance calculations done is based on spherical math using spherical triangles. But go on, continue with your derpy misunderstandings. Evidence for your claims.
So line A, right, is a heading of 83.18 degrees. This is from Seattle over to New York. It's 2,408.01 miles. Line B is 173.18 degrees heading. And that is from Seattle down to just north of Los Angeles. That's 906.85 miles, right? The polygon length of them, I'm just going to show, just so you can, sorry, just so there's no argument. Where's the polygon, right? There's the polygon length, right? So you can see it. I only have the one length here. I don't have that length in, but I've just shown you where the length it is because I can only say one at a time. I can only show one at a time with the line. So there's the polygon length. Let's read it out here. It's 5,867.68 miles. So if I add these two numbers here together, line A and line B lengths together, right, which is 2408.01 plus 906.85, I get 3,314.86 miles. Then if I take 5,867.68 mile, my polygon length, mile around perimeter polygon length, and I subtract 3,314.86 miles, I get a hypotenuse length of 2,552.82, right?
That was a slightly overcomplicated way to tell how long the hypothesis of the triangle is. Brian could just have clicked the line he drew and show the measurements, but who is judging? Maybe he wanted to prove he's not stupid. I think he actually said something about this in his video.
They thought, because they always think that we're stupid. They always think this, right?
And there we go.
No matter what you do, they always think that somehow they're smarter in some way. I don't know why this happens with them, because we keep on destroying them. So if we're so stupid, how stupid are they? Because we keep winning. You know, we don't lose. We keep destroying them, keep beating them. We beat them all the time for the past 8-9 years. We beat them time after time after time after time. They never win. Yet they still think that we're stupid. So if we're so stupid, then how stupid are they? You know what I mean? No, that's a concept they wouldn't have thought of because they're stupid. But anyway.
For somebody else, a similar claim did not hold up very well in court.
I'm not stupid.
Well, I disagree with that, sir.
And my guess is that Brian would get a similar response if he was in front of a judge. Now let us continue with how Brian provided us with some evidence that the Earth's surface is convex. Brian did not provide us with any coordinates, but I tried to get the triangle as much the same as his, with the same distance between A and B, A and C, and the hypothesis B and C. Now that I have some coordinates from my triangle, I can check the different directions to get from one point to the other. I will use a nautical dead reckoning calculator for this. First, I enter the coordinates of point A, followed by the coordinates of point B. This will give us a direction from A to B of 83.2 degrees. Let's write that down. And when we replace the coordinates of point B by the coordinates of point C, we get a direction from A to C of 173.2 degrees. And let us note that direction. Now when we subtract the direction from A to B from the direction from A to C, we get an angle for A of 90 degrees. Now we will do the same for the direction from B to A. And we can see it has a direction of 298 degrees. We note a reminder. And the next one up is the direction from B to C. Here we get a direction of 275.7 degrees. Also note that one. Now we subtract the direction B to C from the direction of B to A. And we are left with an angle of corner B of 22.3 degrees. Now for the last corner, we start with a direction from C to A, which is 354.4 degrees. Again, note a reminder. And when we replace the coordinates of A for the coordinates of B, we get for C to B a direction of 66.3 degrees. Write it down. Because the direction of C to A is towards the 360 degrees, we have to subtract that first from the 360. Then add the direction from C to B, and we get an angle of 71.9 degrees for corner C. Now we add all corners together, and the answer is...
Wait for it.
184.2 degrees. That is definitely more than...
180!
Now for the people that paid close attention and noticed that the distances at Brian's triangle did not correspond with the distances from the nautical dead reckoning calculator. You are absolutely correct.
Wait, what?
And here's why the distances are different.
Oh, now I see. Now I get it.
Google Earth tries to get the most exact distance you have to travel over the Earth's surface and takes the elevation profile in account. The dead reckoning calculator just calculates the distance between two coordinates. To check this, I mirrored the best I could the triangle to the southern hemisphere, where the triangle is over the Pacific Ocean and almost shows no elevation profile. And except for a slight margin of error between the two programs, the distances match. Now that we have the correct lengths of the sides of the triangle, we can check if the two-dimensional trig rules apply. Let's flip a coin to see which corner we choose. Heads for corner B, tails for corner C. That will be corner B then. And we will start with the sinus rule. The inverse sine of the distance between A and C divided by the distance between B and C gives an angle for B of 20.83 degrees. And now for the cosine rule. The inverse cosine of the distance between A and B divided by the distance between B and C gives us an angle of 19.72 degrees. And to make it complete, the tangens rule. The inverse tangens of the distance between B and C divided by the distance between A and B of 20.69 degrees. For a spherical angle, we need a different approach, because this way we get 3 different angles for the same corner. And in the Merchant Navy, it is nice to know what the angle will be between the two courses. Thanks for watching, and until the next time.
Okay, I love you, bye-bye.
You thought I would leave without telling you the formulas and methods to do it, huh? Well, here it is.